going on? Y'all already know who it is. The host of the fastest growing YouTube channel on the planet, Brothers Facebook Talk Show host, and got the Brothers Facebook Talk Show. This is Paul TVAM. What's going on? Yeah. In these type of times, we have to learn about forgiveness because man, how people are dying. There is no guarantee a person could be here. You could be talking to a person today, and they're gone tomorrow. So if you have any beefs with a person, or you feel as though you was even wronged by a person, man, make it right, young. We done lost so many people in 2020 that you would think would have still been here. Look at Kobe and Gianna Bryant. Never would I thought in a million years I would have to talk about Kobe Bryant in the past tense now. I remember when Kobe scored 81 points. I remember when Kobe first came into the league. You got to think me and Kobe basically grew up together because I'm 41. You feel what I'm saying? And I remember Kobe going saying he was taking his talents to the NBA as a high schooler in '96, and I wound up graduating in '97. So my thing is, man, life is too short. I had to even bury the hatchet with my best friend Samara. You know, when she called me, it wasn't a long, dragged out process. We was beefing. We didn't call each other. And then she just wound up reaching out to me one day. And I said to myself, you know what? I had anger and bitterness, and I did feel as though what went on that she was wrong. But in that moment, like I told her, I said, to be honest, I loved and I missed you, and I'm so glad we was able to talk. Because remember, when we was beefing, when we had fell out, it was way before the coronavirus had even got out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, when we fell out, it was like in like December sometime. You know, and like I told her, I said I was so glad to hear from you, and I really missed you. And I said I want to know what the heck, how I would have felt if something would have happened to you, and knowing the whole time I was beefing. And I said I'm taking my ego off the table with this one, and I just let her know I love you, and I was so just happy to hear from her. To be honest, I was happy that she called. You know, it was probably one of the best, moments in my life. And to be honest about it, you know because we've been friends since '06. You know what I'm saying? I known her when we've been best friends since she was 16 years old, and now she like 32 now. So I was just happy. So we gotta learn how to forgive, young, and not have bitterness or be angry about certain things because you never know. You could be have so much anger and your ego won't allow you to even just see the love or how important that person is, and then once they gone, you can't tell them nothing. And I'm not gonna lie, and I thank God. I said a prayer. I was like, "Thank you, God," because I just looked at it. What if something would have happened to her, and somebody in her building wound up having the coronavirus? You know, this corona is just very humbling, man. People could be here today and gone the next. So just take it the time to whatever type of beefs or anything that you have, you know. And I was telling, the person who wrote to me, I'm gonna say Joey from LA, you know, whatever. Don't let no bitterness or anything hold you back from a friend that's supposed to be dear to you. Because I'm telling you, with how the corona is going and how these cases are spreading, people are going into dangerous environments, and it's no guarantee that somebody that's dead to you is guaranteed to even come back. It's three people that I know that got the coronavirus. Two of my uncles and one person that my uncle is dating. Three people in my family got the corona. It's serious. So I'm in the game, regardless of the facts now. You know, so we have to have forgiveness and love and just cherish people. Let them know how important they are to you. Don't hold no assets baggage or hold no type of ill will because there's no guarantee that the person, you may not get to tell that person how much you love them. And you don't never want that burden on you to hold so much bitterness and anger, and then something happens to the person, and then that'll be something that live on with you forever because you allowed anger to take over and blind you from the fact that you truly, truly love this person. The same thing happened with me. I'm not gonna lie, with my dad. We didn't have the best of relationships or nothing like that. And then what happened when he died from cancer? Instead of me spending that time trying to, you know, mend certain things, or anything like that. My anger towards what I went through didn't allow me to do that. And then once he wound up dying, you know, uh, but everybody know what I had endured. You know what I'm saying? But now just looking back on it now, sometimes people just don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? And certain things you would think is common sense, but there's still that factor of, damn, he was dying, and I was so angry about what I went through. You know what I'm saying? That I just didn't even take that time to be compassionate, and that's why I have so much compassion now, because of that moment right there. Because I always think to myself, what if Jehovah didn't have the same compassion for me? Because none of us is perfect. So what if he felt like, you know what? I done made all these things possible, but people continuously do things that are wrong, and they know that it's wrong. But guess what? Because of his undeserved love and kindness, he continuously bless you when he don't even have to. The unrighteous and the unrighteous, because when it rains, the rain helps food grow for everybody. The righteous and the unrighteous, for everybody to eat. He could be like, you know what? I'm just gonna bless the people that follow me, and everybody else who doing whatever they doing. Oh well, you find your own way to eat or whatever. But you know, but it's because of that undeserved kindness and love, and that's why I had compassion. I'm not gonna lie, because I always tell people the stuff I talk about on my shows. I've been through that, and looking back on it now, I really do feel bad. To keep it real, I really feel bad that I wasn't compassionate with my father, because he was in a situation where he was dying. And even though, I went through stuff as a child or whatever, but just looking back on it now, that's why I learned about having compassion and understanding. People make mistakes, so you don't, you know what I'm saying? People make mistakes, But I should have been, in that, regardless. When a person dying, I don't know what a part I could have speeded up to death for real, because he could have been thinking in his mind, like, damn, this is my only son. And it's like, I'm sitting up here dying, and, and I should have had forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? A person I'm going to be honest, he was on his deathbed. I should have had forgiveness. I really should have. And I always tell God, I always tell Jehovah God, forgive me for that. But I had endured so much, but I still should have had forgiveness. So that's why now I have more compassion for people than what I once did. Just like with my child's mother, I didn't know anything about depression. The depression that she was going through. Because back in the early 2000s, they never talked about, mental health and all of that type of stuff like they do now. So now, with her going through what she went through, I should have been more supportive instead of being negative. But now, looking back on it now, that's why we had the best of relationships now, because I learned about what she was going through and have forgiveness. And I'm not afraid to say if I'm wrong about something. I would say, hey, excuse me, you guys. I'd be like, hey, I'm wrong. It's nothing that don't make you weak or anything like that. If you're wrong, you're wrong. It's nothing wrong but saying, hey, look, I was wrong in this situation. I apologize, and we move forward. And now we got the best relationship in the world. I could say me and my child's mother is like on a level to where if she go through anything or anything's going on, we're there to help. She know if she go through anything, she'll call me and I will give her a sound advice, and she know, hey, Paul, he loves me, period. Like, and we have mended our old wounds and stuff like that. And like, our relationship is like phenomenal now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of people can't say this. Like, my child's mother, she is my family. Like, it's beyond just, oh, we just got a child together. Now, that's my family. And too many guys can't say that about their child's mother. But I can say that about mine. But like I said, it's all about forgiveness and having compassion. And you just can't live in a world where don't hold no ill will, or don't let your ego get so high that something could happen to a person, because nothing is guaranteed, period, in these days and times with the coronavirus. Like I said, you could be talking to somebody one day and they be gone the next, and that's why I learned about having compassion. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying be done for nobody, but you can't have compassion for them and show them love. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold no ill will. And like I said, I was real happy. Like I said, and I told my best friend with tears in my eyes. I told my best friend Samara, I'm like, I'm just so happy to hear from you, and I'm so glad that you okay, because I said I would have, and I'm not afraid to say it, I would have been devastated if she would have been struggling with coronavirus or even died because somebody on her job had the virus. And I said, but I was beefing with her so hard that I didn't even call her or nothing. And I was just happy that she reached out to me. But once she did, I didn't take the knife and stab it in her back or nothing like that. I let her know, I just was like, you know what? I'm just happy to hear from you. And we'll be going out to dinner soon, the minute all this shit is over. You know what I'm saying? But, it just made me feel good to hear from her because in these times, nothing is guaranteed. And like I said, you have to have compassion. Like I said, I even said with my own father, even when I went through the stuff I went through with him, but I should have been more compassionate when he was dying from cancer. And he was slipping away. And probably in his mind, I probably even made the guilty probably felt even more worse. He probably like, damn, I want to tell him how I feel, but he not even around, So, and now my father been gone since 1998. Matter of fact, this Saturday I'll make it 22 years he done been gone. And, I wrestle with that. I'll be honest, like I tell y'all, I wrestle with that. That's why I'm full compassion. And I'm full listening to the other person's story. And I am for, trying to, mend wounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm for that because you just never know. You never know when you might need forgiveness. Or you never know what situation you might be in. So you know what I'm saying? And you have to have that compassion. Like I said, nobody is perfect. And if you look at things, what if God felt a certain type of, what if he be like, well, you know what? People keep making the same old mistakes. I'm just gonna worry about the people who serve me and do what they do, and the people who don't, oh well, I'm not gonna be bothered with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's gotta have compassion, So I'm glad I talked to my best friend. I'm glad I could tell her I love her. She's very important in my life. And I think, she's the mother of my two beautiful nephews. You know what I'm saying? Hell of a mom, and I'm just happy that we was able to get beyond that. And I would never, like I said, if something would have happened to her, I would have been devastated. But I thought about it. And I had to tell Jehovah thank you because why coronavirus is, I'm thinking to myself, what if something would have happened to her? And I beef with her all that time. And I would never got to tell her how important she really is to me and how vital she is to my lifestyle, to my life just period. And you don't never want to burn yourself with nothing like that because I let something like that happen to me, like I was explaining to y'all with my dad. So you don't never want that burden at all. So let the people that you love them. Everybody's not perfect, but have compassion. Don't be so egotistical, and then one day the person that that's really, really dear to you, you letting the anger block you from telling them how important they are to you, and then something happens. All right? So that's, the message, my Monday AM message. I love everybody. Take care before I go. Shout out to all our essential workers, our doctors, our nurses, and everybody who's, our building maintenance workers, our trash collectors. Thank you guys for all you do. Y'all are true heroes to be out here knowing it's a deadly virus, but y'all put it all on the line to try to keep things somewhat normal right out here in the world right now. And before I leave, salute to my soldiers. Thank you and your families for the sacrifice you guys have made to make my show's platform even possible. All right. Until next time, to all the people, take this and listen to this message. Always have compassion, because you just never, and cherish the people that you love because you never know. Nothing is guaranteed in these times right now. This is record-breaking stuff that's going on right now. Like I say, people are dying all over the place. So cherish them. Don't let bitterness or anger get in the way of letting them know how you truly, truly feel. All right. I love everybody. Take care. And shout out to my homie Shaney. Have a great day. I love y'all. This is Paul TV. AM 1410 production. Have a great day, everybody. And remember, cherish the ones you love and have compassion. All right, y'all. Peace and have a great Monday.